Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I come to you live Monday evenings at 7 p.m. Arizona time. And I bring you I'm sorry, my mind is going. I bring a card. I usually make one card because I usually can't get past making one a night. But anyways, hope everyone, hey Jess, hello. Usually you don't join me, you're usually busy, so I'm so glad you get to join me tonight. I'm making a St. Patrick's Day card, so it should be fun. So I hope everyone had a nice weekend. I did. I got to go jeeping. Hi Mom, welcome. I got to go jeeping Saturday and I got to drive. Aw, easy man. How are you? Aw. I got to drive Saturday and that was so exciting. I haven't driven the Jeep in a really long time, so I had a lot of fun. It was a long day though. We left here at 7 a.m. and didn't get back till 5 p.m. So it was a really long day. It was really tiring. We went clear out to Florence, so we were way the heck out there, but it was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. So it was nice to be able to do that. We haven't done that in a long time. So did a lot of rock climbing and it was really fun. So our passion. So had a lot of fun. So it's getting close to St. Patrick's Day. So I was kind of perusing and trying to figure out a St. Patrick's Day card. And we have a really fun stamp set that comes with, you can purchase, comes with a punch, but the punch you can't get anymore. So one of the things with Stampin' Up, if you like something and you see it in the catalog, you have to get it right away because it goes on sale and they run out of stuff. This was one of the things I bought, and I knew the punch would go away like in fast. So I actually got it as soon as the catalog came out. That was one of my first things I purchased was this set because they do not have very often clover things. So I bought the stamp and the punch, but I'm not going to use the punch tonight because you can't get the punch, but you can still get the stamp set. So I did make a card that you can use with the stamp set. So the stamp set's really cute. So we're going to make a card using the stamp set, but I do have the punch because I knew that it would go away. So, and it's on that you can't get anymore. So they must have not either made a whole bunch or the supplier can't keep up with the supplies. I don't know. They don't tell us all the time, but anyways, so the stamp set's really cute. It says Happy St. Patrick's Day, good luck, sending luck and love. And then this, I debated whether to put it in this card. So I think the first card I made, I think I'm going to punch it in the second card on the inside. A good friend is like a four-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. So I think that is the cutest saying. It's super fun. And then it has all these different stamps. You can stamp this clover, you can stamp this little one, this is like medium-sized one, and then all these other fun clovers. So it's really fun to be able to do. So I think it should be fun. So the card that we're going to do tonight, I'm going to switch over. Fun, simple, easy. I actually had one already made, and then I made this one because I decided I didn't want to make the other one. So this is one we're going to make. Green, of course. And the stamp is really long, and so I didn't want to put it really long ways, but you could, and I decided not to. So I stamped it the long way, and then I cut it, and I put it all over the card. So super fun, easy. It's like simple. So I just used the one stamp and stamped on this. And then I used some green ribbon, of course. And you could stamp it in any color, and then you can stamp it. Actually, I came up with a couple other ideas while I did after I did this card. But so the embossing is the new embossing. Thank you. It's the new embossing folders that are available March 1st. Super exciting. So as you know, that March 1st, you can go on. I can order for you, or you can do it under me, but you can go online, and we are going to have a new online release for some items. And again, these are some of the items that you can get, and they're releasing more as of March 1st. We haven't even seen them. This is what we got to pre-order, but you'll be able to order these and more. So you'll get to go online, and you'll get to see what they have available. And then you can just let me know what you want to order, and I can order it for you. And or you can order under me, and then get credit. So anyways, so the new basic 3D embossing folders, you get 3 of them for $30, and that's what these are. And so I did this. They're little dots. I thought that was really cute. So they're these little dots. And you get, they're like, those other ones are, I don't know, they're not really sure what this one is. I just opened it today, so I'm really not sure. I'm not sure what these are. Looks like X's, and I don't know what the other one is. But anyways, they look really cool. So, and then I did the Hello Irresistible Sweet Collection with all the gems. And then letters, my letters haven't come in yet. They're on order still. I ordered it last week. Although Utah has gotten a ton of snow, so maybe that's why. And then, like I said, they have some other things coming out March 1st. Can't wait to see what else they have coming out. So for our card, so our base is pretty simple. It's one of our easy one. It's, you put it in your trimmer, and you trim it at 4 1/4, and that makes it 4 1/4 by 11, scoring at 5 1/2. So that scores it right in the middle. You give that a nice good crease. And then you're going to need a piece to go on the inside. So that's 5 1/4 by 4. So that'll go on the inside. And then you just need a basic white. And then you need another piece of basic white. I put a measurement in there. I would just get like a scrap if you have one, but it measures probably at like 3 5/8 by 2 1/4. And then I used the Deckled, they're called Deckled rectangles. And I used, I think, the third one. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, this third one. So 1, 2, 3, this third one. And I made that one. So that's what made this. And then you need a piece of DSP paper. And this is, again, this paper that I've used so many times, but it goes so well. And so that's the dandy designs that you get free when you order $100 worth. And it ends tomorrow, by the way. So tomorrow it ends. Placing an order. And then, of course, another 5 1/4 by 4, and that's what you run through the stamping emboss machine with the embossing folder, the dots. So how I put this together was I stamped first. So we're going to stamp the clover. I like to do my stamping first in case I make a mistake. So here's our clover. And I used Granny Apple Green. So I used Granny Apple Green as my base because that goes so well with the paper. So I used Granny Apple Green for my stamp. I'm going to stamp the... I actually had to ink this up the other day when I was stamping. It's like it was not very dark. And then I also used my little help a lot. Little foam pads seem to help too, so. But I think inking my stamp pad helped the most. I had not inked it up in quite a while. Get this on here. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and leave my, what did I do? My white piece of paper. Oh, there it is. And because I am going to stamp that a good friend is like a four-leaf clover on the inside. So I'm going to there we go. That looks so nice. All right, so one more thing we're going to stamp, and that is our little piece of our other little scrap that is going to be our Happy St. Patrick's Day. So it's a long stamp. And then you just need another scrap. It's long enough. I'm going to ink this up, and then I can close the ink pad so I'm not getting it everywhere. So just want to yep, that looks good. All right. Close that up. Now we're kind of ready to assemble everything. So let's put our inside piece on. Again, I like to try and do side to side and top to bottom. Try and get it as even as possible. It doesn't always help, but see, now I'm off a little bit. But it's harder when it's away from me. I usually have it a little bit closer. But that's good enough. All right. I usually have it closer so I can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to work on this piece and assemble everything. So I'm going to put this little strip on here. You can put it however close to the edge or far from the edge that you would like. I just guesstimated, I don't know, whatever looks good. Okay, and then we can put this piece on. I'm just gluing, right at this point, I'm just gluing everything. And then again, I'm going to just guesstimate. Just want to get it centered top to bottom, but you know, whatever looks good. whatever your eye wants. Okay. And then I cut this Happy St. Patrick's Day, and I literally just cut it. So I cut in between. And St. Patrick's, I made 1. Day is 1. There we go. And I cut my happy. All right. Now I put dimensionals on these. So I popped them up on here. So what I thought today, after I did this, we could make these granny apple green and stamp them black. That would pop on this white. I didn't think about that, and I didn't get out my other granny apple green. Okay, where are my dimensionals? I just had them on my table. Just literally have them. Now they disappeared. I sat down, they were here. I lose things so fast. Have everything all organized, and then you go live, and then you lose things. Earlier, one dimensional worked on each one of these. Yep. Okay. We're happy. And I kind of did them kind of that was kind of fun to stagger it. That's why you could put it all the way, but I felt like this looked, I thought that looked better. All right. And then I already did a bow. What did I do with it? I already tied a bow. So now I just need a dimensional. Or a blue dot, rather, sorry. I thought it was too much to put it here, so I put it up here in the corner. This time I think I want it over here. And I gave it enough room that we can trim it because I wasn't sure. When I pre-tie them, I always leave them a little bit longer so you can have enough to trim it. Ah, I trimmed that one too short. All right, so now I'm going to trim this one. What are you doing? All right, there we go. Actually looks pretty good. All right, now I can glue this on the front. And I'm going to open it up so it's easier, especially because this is so protruded. It's going to get a lot easier to be able to manage the front of the card. Okay. Try and get all the edges smushed down, and then try and get that all down. Okay, and then I thought it needed some kind of dots. So I'm using our 2022 to 2024 in color matte dots. So I'm going to put one right in the middle. These big ones. I'm going to use a couple of the little ones. There. Down here. There we go. And there's our card. Fast and easy. That matches the box. And then on the inside, a good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. And then you still have room to write. But I just thought that was so, I loved the sayings in this whole card set. And again, if you have the punch, then you can make this also pop out and you can punch the punch. But I didn't want to use it because we can't get it anymore. But and I didn't want to show it since we don't have it. But and you can punch, or you can stamp on the inside too, these little clovers. That would be really cute as well. So there's a lot of possibilities you can do with this, but this is simple, clean, but yet I thought it was really cute. So, but card class is Friday. If you haven't signed up and you want to come, just let me know. You're welcome to. Card class is Saturday. So just let me know. If you need anything else, let me know. Tomorrow's last day to order and get your celebration. And then the 1st, we'll be able to order some new things. So that'll be exciting. I can't wait to do that. But if you need anything else in the meantime, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you either Saturday or we'll see you next Monday with a new card. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I'm glad to see you guys, especially you, Jess. I usually don't get to see you on here. I'm glad you got to join. Thanks, Mom. Take care. Bye-bye.